this is precision, my bro. What is the sound? I wouldn't necessarily say that Inertia lost this battle because he's using, again, inward bass. Yo, what's up, my currently featured beatbox? Welcome back to another Analyze video with your boy Madox, aka
Man of Culture. Or in Taiwan, you can say
Today I'm going to check out the second round of Colaps vs Inertia at GBB 2021. We were already reading some comments, so let's get straight into the analysis. But first, subscribe to my channel, please. Come on, guys. Be so kind. I want to reach 200k soon, please. You done? Okay, let's go.
Let me analyze that.
Switch! Wow.
Precision. Precision.
Bro.
Knowledge the precision. Precision. Knowledge the precision. Precision. Knowledge the precision. 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 This is precision. Time!
Oh, this is precision, my bro. Killed it, bro. Killed it. So my first impression, Colaps wasn't saving any techniques at all. He was getting out. He was using all of his crazy techniques inside of this routine. At the same time, he was so precise. His flow was perfect. His structure was perfect. Perfect round. Hard to criticize this. Yeah, so before we waste time, let's get into the details. So the intro of Colaps was... Can't say anything about it. This was perfect that he used this round as a second round. If he would start off with the first round with such a technical thingy at the beginning, wouldn't be as effective as this. This also felt like a counter. He is like, Inertia, don't bore me with your slow beats. Here is how to do technical beats. And then, it's hitting so hard and it's so fast and it's so clean. And it's not only complex patterns, but then also like every single sound, also like his inward snare. Like in between, you know, it's like boom, 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 boom. And everything is precise. Yeah, so already in the first 10 seconds, he was proving that he is one of the most finest technical beatboxers. Not only compared to Inertia, but also compared to Alem or Elise, for example. Elise sometimes might be a bit cleaner, but I think Colaps is more powerful while he does technical beats. And compared to Alem, he might have the same power, but Colaps sometimes sounds a bit more new school to me, like the patterns that he uses.
Knowledge the precision.
So after the technical intro, he goes straight up into this flowy beat, acknowledge the precision. And yeah, because I always have problems recognizing the lyrics, I just texted Colaps on WhatsApp and he told me the lyrics. Thank you, my bro, for always answering so fast. So he's basically talking about the judges to look at how precise his beats are. And they are. Then after this short flowy part, he comes in with this scratch sounds. I also don't understand this kick that he uses. It's not a basic kick. It's not like... I think it's kind of like... Maybe it's a mix of like dry kick and lip oscillation. I'm not sure right now. Tell me in the comments if you know how to do that, and if there's maybe a tutorial, then post also the link there.
Knowledge the precision.
Then he comes into the second lyrical part. It's the same lyrics, acknowledged precision, but he adds it up with a little bit more technicality. This part is a little bit more complex than the first verse. That's a cool thing to use for composition. The second verse has a bit more energy than the first verse. It's still lower than the first drop, but he keeps the energy like that. These little details in between, that's what makes Colaps so insane. Like, even if he does a chill beat, there's still so many crazy details. It makes just the crowd go wow, like literally. By the way, this technique that he does, I still can't do it. I need to practice it. But if you want to see Colaps teaching me how to do that, click on this little info box right here. Then after that part, he gets into a transition. Really easy one with the inward click roll. You get the idea. For the last drop, he actually uses something way different. And to be honest, I'm not the biggest fan of the sound. It doesn't really sound catchy to me. He's executing it really well. I'm just not a big fan of the sound choice, but that's just my personal preference. Don't judge me on that one. But everything in between is so precise. Even like the hi-hats. I can't do like basic hi-hats that fast like him. Madox, you gotta practice! Then he switches into a different sound. Wow. It kinda sounds like the technique I do, but it has more drive. Something like that. It's so saturated. It's like a good final move to end up this round. And then it, at the end, just ends up with some sick technicality. And then this punchline.
This is precision.
This is precision, setting new standards. He knows that Inertia can't answer to this, so yeah, overall, like I said, really nice techniques, really sick structure, amazing execution. There's only one part that I personally didn't like because of the sound choice, but it still was really clean. If I would be a judge, I probably wouldn't give him minus points for this because this is just my personal preference. Amazing round. Let's check out Inertia's second round.
Let me analyze that.
So raw. Transition was not good.
Wait a minute.
Timing. But the sounds so dope.
Yeah.
Okay, Inertia's second round. He started off really heavily. What is the sound? I don't know. But it's, oh my gosh, it's so raw and so dirty. Crazy and so loud. Heavy. I really love it. Also the beats in between and the scratching techniques on a different level, really on a different level. I actually prefer the scratch sounds that he does compared to Colaps, just like how powerful they are. But yeah, big downside. For me, even worse than in the second round, the structure. The transitions weren't on point. The ending was kind of random. He lost some timing in between sometimes. That's the quick summary. Let's get into the details. think it's a uvula roll combined with the throat bass. I'm just guessing right here. I never did this sound before. If you have an idea how to do that sound, please tell me in the comments. I will pin that one because I really want to know how he does it. It sounds so dope. It's so dirty. Then after the short intro, he gets into the beat. And there's, for me, already the first problem. Like the for me could be cleaner. The scatter effect could be more precise. It could be not like Also sometimes in between it feels like he doesn't have enough air to execute it perfectly. It's still really energetic. I still really love it. But if you compare it to how precise Colaps was, it's not on the same level. Damn, then afterwards, no transition, gets into the second drop, this shouting inward bass. I guess it is inward bass. At this point, I have no clue. Yeah, here's a falsetto voice combined with the bass. It's just pure distortion. It kind of sounds like it's clipping all the time. I really love it. Yeah, then after that, this is where he kind of got lost a little bit with the structure. He gets into the transition. Sounds like a double voice combined with a siren. I normally don't do this inwards. I normally do like a double voice outwards, but it sounds way different. And then these transition sounds in between. Wow. Gotta practice that one. Yeah, but then it's like, he didn't count the beat well. He kind of got lost. He was speeding up a bit. It was missing like half a bar or something. And then he gets right into the next drop. I'm not a big fan of this. I didn't see a purpose in this. So I guess it was a mistake. I guess he was just a bit rushing here. He wanted to get fast into the next drop. Yeah, for me, this was definitely a mistake. But then the drop again, hitting really hard. Colaps is signalizing with this move that he's copying him. I don't think it's a copy because he has a way different way of doing it. It's just heavier. It just feels way darker.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, and also here the transition, not good timing. It should be wait a minute. Boom, and then go into the beat. But he's skipping a beat here, and again, I don't see the purpose of skipping it.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, and then the next drop is really messy. The sounds are sick and the way he's executing them, but he doesn't count the beat right. He loses timing. He's skipping some beats in between. It gets a bit messy here. Yeah, and from this point on, it just feels like he's experimenting with sounds. You can do that as like a performance element, but then it has to have a purpose. It really has to have a purpose, and it needs to feel like it's on purpose. For me here, it just feels like really stressed. When you battle Colaps, you gotta be a genius in structure. Otherwise, he will destroy you with this. So yeah, let's compare Colaps and Inertia really quick. Again, like in the first round, Colaps has an amazing structure, amazing composition. His round is arranged really well. You can tell that he was planning every millisecond in between. Inertia, on the other hand, he started really well. Then in the middle, he kind of lost timing, and the ending started to be really random. There was no storyline inside anymore. He just was flexing with sounds. You can do that if it has a purpose, if the message is clear, but the message for me wasn't really visible here. On top of that, we have Colaps with a really sick execution, really high complexity, and a really nice performance. Inertia, on the other hand, he lost timing a lot. I would also give him minus points in execution here. Colaps had this one sound that I personally didn't like, but I think it still was really clean. Talking about sound design for Inertia, yes, his sounds are really dope. So I wouldn't give him minus points on sound design and sound execution. I wouldn't necessarily say that Inertia lost this battle because he's using again inward bass or again some basses, because he's always giving a little twist to it. There's always some new element in each round, so I wouldn't give him minus points for like lack of new sounds, but the rest that I told you already, that's definitely a minus point. So for me, also the second round definitely goes to Colaps. So let's check out how the judges decided. Oh, what is Colaps whispering to Inertia?
Yo, what?
Wow. I can see like Colaps is so nervous.
Make some noise, come on!
Because especially on stage, if you have such a heavy beast in front of you, he was like, oh man, hopefully he didn't destroy me. Inertia looks really chilled all the time on stage.
Put on a classic.
Maybe his trust is more internally, you never can tell, but he looks more chill.
One is going to the small finals. It is up to our esteemed judging panel. I say the 3, y'all say the 2, and the 1, going to our judges in 3. Give it up for
Okay, so we have, oh yeah, 5-0 for Colaps. To be honest, I expected that maybe it's 4-1, because Inertia had some really heavy moments, really sick drops. But at the same time, it's not a point system, so it's not like 4-1 for Inertia, but it's like every individual judge has his own system, so he votes either for one or for the other. You can't really say if it's 5-0 that it wasn't close. But yeah, my guess is because Inertia had so many struggles with the structure and the composition, that's why the judges voted for Colaps. Alright, so that's it for this video. Quick and easy. If you enjoy my content, please like the video, subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell. And if you are interested in watching Colaps teaching me all his complex patterns, or at least like the most complex ones, check it out right here. I have a video here and it's really funny, I would say. Some techniques I could nail, some not. Click it right now.